Okay, hey guys, it's Bella and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I have a plan with me for the week of the 6th of March to the 12th of March, and I'm using this kit from Paper Muse Crafts. I'm also testing out my new lighting because I did buy a light, like a proper, artificial light, which is kind of perfect for today because it's one of those days where the sun keeps coming and going, and when it goes, it's like super overcast. So if there's a lot of shadowing and stuff, it'll be to do with the light, and it's just something that I need to work on. But yeah, this is my first time trying it, and I've got it like angled in a way that should be fine with the camera. And I can also fix it with the editing like software, but yeah, so I will just go through the kit. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just trying to grab my digital planner up as well, so that's ready to go. But yeah, so let me just quickly go through the kit. So I did get the deco, which is an add-on, and then I have the kit itself. So we've got the boxes page with some labels down the bottom, the washi, bottom washi with the date covers, and little extra box and a habit tracker, the headers and checklists, another habit tracker and weekly sidebar sort of checklist, some deco here, and then some like layering boxes, and then the boxes page. So yes, and then I will be pulling in some date dots from Caress Press that were left over from the kit that I had used in January, just to pull this in. But yeah, this kit is in light gold, so yes. And then as always, I have my reusable sticker book with my stickers pulled for the week as well. So I will have that over to the side, and I have my iPad with my digital spread for the week. So I'm just quickly going to grab my AirPods, and then I will put my YouTube on, do the base, and then I will zoom in and do the day by day. Okay, so starting off with the base, so as always, I'm just putting in the bottom washi, and I think I can't remember if like on one side of the page I just put it like a bit too like low, like kind of crooked, but it's fine. So yeah, just layering the 2 washi strips and then sort of cutting off the excess like I always do. And then yeah, doing the other side, which I think for my next video I'm going to test like taking the pages out of the planner and sort of doing this like without the planner in the background. Because especially for this left side of the page, I think it's just like a little bit distracting when you can see the spread from the previous week underneath. Like it's okay if it's like the first spread in the month because it's just like the monthly behind it, and normally I don't do my monthly till like the end of the month or like beginning of the next month. So yeah, maybe for like the first spread of the month I can do it like this, and then for every other spread I'll take the pages out of the planner. I don't know, I'll see what I can do, because now that I have my new camera with the like viewfinder that I can flip, I can see that I'm in frame or not, which was part of the reason why I used to sort of like plan it like this. So yeah, also apologies for the lighting getting a little blown out at some points. I did have my brand new artificial light that I bought on Amazon, and I was testing it this day because the sun kept going in and out, and then eventually it sort of just like went all together. So I think at some parts it'll look a little bit blown out because it was dark and then the sun came through and then the sun went away, so then it looks normal again. But yeah, I also probably just need to play with the settings a little bit as well, because you can change like the brightness and the like warmth and everything. So I tried to have it on like a daylight globe sort of level and not overly bright. But yeah, you can see like every time I sort of stick my hands into frame, it sort of blows it out a little bit. So I will work on that for future videos, especially with the colder weather coming up. We've had a few days like already where it's just been gloomy and miserable. Thankfully minimal rain so far, but I feel like once we get into May it'll be consistent with the bad weather. So yeah, so just putting in my full boxes and the headers, and just alternating with the different patterns as such. And yeah, and then I tried to alternate with the 4 boxes as well, like just the different colors to spread it all out. And then I did end up putting the quote box in the sidebar. So just sorting that out. But yeah, I have no idea what to really talk about in this voiceover, so apologies for that. This week was pretty chill, to be honest. Work was a bit chaotic during the first few days, so I did end up marking that in my planner, but it definitely got better towards the end of the week. And then yeah, I had like a pretty fun sort of weekend this week. I caught up with a friend, I got my hair done, I bought myself an iPad this week, so that was very exciting. So I'll sort of get to that when I go into the day-by-day plans. But yeah, so then just doing my sidebar as always. So I've got the quote box, then I've got the habit trackers from the kit, the weekly sidebar, and then I needed to sort of fill up the space. So I did use the extra washi for the sidebar, and then I used a half box from the kit and some gold foil elements from, I believe it's Ink Paper Plan, which were from a freebie. So yeah, so I've got like these little like floral like trims, I guess is what they're called. So I used that around the half box, and then I used some of the bigger deco from the deco page. And then I also put in one of those little like gold foiled like header trims as well. So yeah, and then just adding in some of the deco. I think I did the bulk of it off camera though, because I wasn't sure how much I was going to use in the spread, because there were a few like elements in the kit, and then I did get the like deco add-on page as well. But yeah, it was mainly like just the florals and things, and I just wasn't sure how much of it I was going to use in the spread. So I wanted to do like the main deco off camera, but I did use like just a few little floral pieces on the sidebar, because I do like to do a little bit of deco underneath the month script thing, month header, I don't know what it's called, but anyways. So yeah, so just zooming in and then starting off with the day by day. So on Monday, I marked in that my Apple Music bill was due. So that bill due is from 𝚑𝚘𝚘𝚗𝚘. Also apologies for the camera going in and out of focus. But yes, I think part of that is probably also to do with the lighting as well. And also because my camera is on auto. Again, this is the second video I filmed with this camera, so I'm still sort of learning how it works. But yeah, bear with me. So then I also marked in that Monday was the Labor Day public holiday. So I used the script from a sheet that I made for myself. And then I had work that day. So I marked in work with a work script that I made and some deco from the kit. After work, I had a nap, and then I marked in that 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚗𝚘 had their comeback, which 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚗𝚘𝚗 is a K-pop boy group, and I do really like their music. I haven't really enjoyed the last two like title tracks that they've released, but I have really enjoyed their B-sides. But yeah, I definitely liked their sort of like earlier title tracks when they were a bit more sort of like experimental as such. But their B-sides are really solid, like I said. So the nap icon is from the Coffee Monsters Co, and the headphones are from JK Creates. And then at the bottom I marked in watching The Great. So I used that Hulu sticker, which was from Pink Diamond Planner. Technically we don't have Hulu in Australia, but a lot of Hulu shows get like streamed on Stan. Like Stan has the rights, I guess, for the Hulu shows or whatever. So I thought that was fine because yeah, technically The Great is a Hulu show, but it's shown on Stan here in Australia, if that makes sense. So yeah. Then on Tuesday, I marked in there was a full moon in Virgo, so that sticker is one that I made myself. Then I marked in organizing my kit leftovers into my like reusable sticker books and whatnot. So that icon is from Once More With Love. Then I washed my hair because then I had to go to work in the afternoon. So I usually wash my hair like Tuesday, Friday, or like Monday, Thursday, like usually 2 times a week, sometimes 3, but usually twice a week. So yeah, so I just washed my hair and then marked in going to work. So that work script, like I said, is one that I made myself. And because this box was already decorated, I don't think I added any deco on top. Then at the bottom, I marked in watching A Teacher, which is I think it was an FX show, but it's on Binge in Australia because again, Foxtel has the rights to like FX and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, really good. I think I saw things about it like when it was released, but because I don't think it was available anywhere here. I just didn't end up watching it until recently because I was like, I need something to watch. And then I was going on binge, I was looking at the TV shows and I was like, oh, this looks interesting enough. But yeah, definitely like content warning for, I guess the plot itself, because it's, the main theme of it is about like a teacher grooming a student. So there is that, but it was very interesting. So I will say that, like, you just want to keep watching. So it's pretty short. I think it was only 8 episodes, 8 to 10 episodes, something like that. It was a mini series. So yeah. So I marked that in with like a TV binge icon from a kit from my shop a long time ago. It was like in my leftovers. I also marked in Cherry Bullet, who had their comeback. They are a K-pop girl group. So the headphones again from JK Creates, and I marked in that work was chaotic on Tuesday because there was just a lot of rostering issues and it was a bit of a nightmare. So that sticker is from Once More With Love. So on Wednesday, I marked in International Women's Day. So that script is one that I made. I had a lazy day in the morning. I just didn't really do much. And then I had my waxing appointment. So that wax pot is from Carly Plans. And then when I came back, I was sort of just relaxing because it was my day off. So I just marked in finishing a teacher. So that TV icon is again from Carly Plans. And then I marked in payday. So the payday script is from Rose Colored Days. And the money icon is from Once More With Love. Then we went to yoga. So we had 26 and 2. So that yoga mat is from Purple Bunny Prince. And then the YouTube icon is from Beautiful Planning, who's no longer open, to mark in uploading my haul, which was my what I bought in December and January haul. So yes, which I'm hoping to have my what I bought in February and March haul up very soon. I did receive those items yesterday, and I'm just waiting for one more item to arrive. So yes, very exciting. But yeah, so then moving on to Thursday, I woke up early because I had driving sort of earlier than usual. So I just used the coffee cup from Carly Plans. Then I marked in driving with a car icon from Carly Plans. And then after driving, I did a voiceover for one of my videos. So that microphone sticker is from Fox and Pip. And then I filmed a plan with me, which I cannot remember which one I filmed at this point. But that's fine. So that film clapper is also an old icon from one of my old kits. Again, just in my leftover stash. And then I marked in post office fail because basically my mum had to go and get her passport renewed. So she had taken the photo, I think the week before. And we had arranged to go to the post office to get all the paperwork sorted and stuff and whatnot. And for whatever reason, we thought the post office closed at 5:30, but they closed at 5. So yeah. Bit of a fail, but it actually ended up working out well because then she ended up getting her photo retaken on the weekend, and then she got it all sorted like the week after, and now she has a new passport, so very exciting. So that sticker is from Once More With Love, I believe, and then I marked in going to Yin, so again using a yoga mat from Purple Bunny Prince. Then on Friday, I had my usual morning shift. So that's work icon again, one that I made, and the deco was from the kit. And then I marked in the Caress Press Mystery Overstock, which was very exciting. And the first time I've ever ordered anything on my phone, because I think it was Emma K Plans posted on her Instagram story when it went live. And I was on my morning tea break. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to order this because I have missed out on a few Caress Press mystery overstocks in the past. And I didn't want to miss out on the March one because I loved the theme and I loved the foil. So I ended up picking that up, and that will be featured in my haul, and you'll see it on my channel in May as well. So yeah, that laptop I believe is from Simply Watercolor Co. I think it was left over from the kit that I had used in January, I believe. And then I marked in just having a good day at work. So that sticker is from the Coffee Monsters Co. Then I had my hair appointment because I had to get my hair re-dyed, and I also ended up getting my hair cut really short, and I ended up getting curtain bangs, which is something different. So the haircut girl is from Fox and Cactus, and then the hair dye is from Carly Plans. Then I marked in that Twice had their comeback, which Twice is a K-pop girl group. Didn't really love this release as much as their previous ones, but I did like a couple of the B-sides. But yeah, that's the thing. You can't always just love everything that gets released. But anyways,
And then at the end of the day, Mum and I watched Deuce Bigelow, because I think we were talking about it like earlier in the week. We were just talking about like movies from like the 2000s and whatnot. So yeah, we ended up watching it, which, yeah, that movie really has not aged well. Like, a lot of the jokes are really insensitive, but you know, it was just something to watch. And I did end up giving it, I think, 2.5 stars on Letterboxd. But yeah, and then the icon that I used is from my newest addiction, which was from a sampler that came with my order. So then on Saturday, I marked in work again, and then I marked in feeling cute, because I had my hair all nicely done, and like I got it like blow dried and everything, so I just felt like cute, and it was really nice because a lot of people were like, oh my god, I like your hair, like it looks really nice, da da da. So yeah, I just wanted to mark that in. So that sticker is from Once More With Love. Then I had a nap after work, because Saturdays are always just super draining, so had a nap, and then I ended up tidying up my like storage tub that has all my like my planners and whatnot. So yeah, just sorted that out. So that sticker is from Marshmallow Studio, and the pillow is from Fox and Pip, and then I uploaded a plan with me, I believe. So I'm not too sure where that sticker is from, and it also is in rose gold while the rest of the kit is in gold, but I thought that it worked well because there is like that sort of coppery rose gold color like in the kit, I guess. So yeah, and then on Sunday I marked in my Sugar Pop Fizz subscription build. We went to Pilates, so that sticker is from Fox and Cactus. We got some takeaway coffee afterwards, and then we went to Officeworks. I bought some Tombos, Mum bought her iPad, and then they didn't have the purple iPad in stock, so I ended up going to JB Hi-Fi and getting my iPad and the Apple Pencil. So I got an iPad mini. So that sticker is from Plan Like a Pro, and then I did my makeup, so that sticker is from Once More With Love, and then I went out for dinner and drinks with my friend Lauren, because I haven't seen her since like before Christmas, because she went away for Christmas, and then we both just been really busy, because we technically work with the same company, but we just work at different stores, and she's full-time and I'm part-time, so like we never are able to catch up. But finally our schedules aligned, so we went out for like burgers and drinks and just chilled out, which was really nice. So yeah, so just filling in my sidebar, and then my weekly highlight was that I bought an iPad. But yeah, I think I can't remember if I filled that in or not. But yeah, that is it for this voiceover, and I will see you in the outro. And any stickers that I've missed will be tagged on Instagram, hopefully. So yeah, or you can just leave a comment down below and I will get back to you, because I think I missed a couple. But yeah, I will see you in the outro. So here is the finished spread. Apologies again for any lighting issues. The sun is officially gone now because it is now like what, 5 something. My camera died, and so then I had to charge it, which was actually worked out well because then I could like export the clips that I had to my computer, which took a little while because each clip is like 5 gigabytes. It's crazy how big these files are because it's like such high quality. But yeah, anyways, so apologies for the lighting, but hopefully my new setup has worked well. I think I was out of frame for some things, so I do apologize for that. That's on me. But yeah, here is the finished spread. Like I said, I do really like how this turned out. Probably can't even really see the foil, but that's fine. I don't actually know. But yeah, I did run out of boxes, but I did kind of make it work in the end, and I did add a bit more white space, which I think worked well because it was looking a little full. I did also pull some like little foiled elements and things that I had in my stash, which I think works really well with this kit. I did the deco last off camera just because I wasn't sure like how much of it I had, because like there was a lot of big deco pieces like the florals, but then I did want to use some of the elements from the
kit as well, and I do also like to use deco where I can, so I did use a few pieces in the spread. But yeah, so I'll show you what I have left from the kit. So from the deco page that was an add-on, I just have these two florals. So yeah, like I said, there wasn't a lot of deco on this sheet, but it was definitely enough. Once I added in the little floral garland and everything, I think it worked out well. And then from the kit itself, so I have one full box here. So there is that. I used everything on this page. Pretty much there is like a little remnant of this extra box, so I did actually cut up this extra box and use it like sort of as a half box and then as labels, because it was just like a whited out box with a piece of deco on the side, so that was fine, and that actually ended up working out well. But yeah, I have seen that her newer kits are slightly different, so there's like layering elements like little arrows and circles, I think, which will sort of like help me with that in future spreads if I were to buy it again from her shop. But yeah, so that is that page. Then from this page, I just have the checklists and then a couple of these elements here. So like these little, oh my God, my brain, little layering boxes. So yeah, I've seen, I think the newest format kit that she has in her shop is the Secret Garden one. So there's like deco and then there's like some layering like boxes here. And then there's like, yeah, like arrows and then I think some circles or something down here. So there is a slight reformat to that. But yeah, and then this is the boxes page. So I just have some of these little sort of squared off boxes, which I did use quite a bit of in this spread, because there wasn't as many of these boxes. Like you really only get 3 half boxes, 6 third boxes, and then 6 like quarter boxes, I guess. So yeah, but it kind of worked out well for this week because it wasn't too busy of a week. And then I did use these special ones for like the holidays, I guess. So yeah. So that is the finished spread. And then I did pull in some of these garlands, which were a freebie from Sadie Stickers, although I think she has them in her shop, because I do have 2 of these freebies that I got from Black Friday orders, and they were both in gold. So that worked out well. And then I did also pull in some of these little foiled strips from Ink Paper Plan, and I did pull in some of these on the sidebar as well, which I think looked nice. So yeah, I kind of did it on this one because I cut the box wonky. And then, like I said, the date dots that I used this week were left over from a Crest Press foil bundle. So yeah, that is it for this spread. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you'd like. And all the shops will be listed down below, as well as, oh my God, I can't speak, as well as links to my socials. But yeah, I will see you in my next video, which will hopefully be my St. Patrick's Week spread. I am waiting for my US address stuff to arrive to me, which it's not expected to arrive until after Easter. So videos may be delayed for a little while. Like I don't know if I'll have another video up, because I'm probably gonna have this up sometime next week, but I might only have one video up next week. We'll see, because I do have the kit for like the last week of March, so I could film that, but I probably wouldn't post it because I like to post things chronologically. I don't know. So yeah, hopefully my next video will be either my St. Patrick's spread or a haul, depending on how things go. But yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.